How goes it?
Hello, everyone.
We're back.
Again.
We're
In a new location.
My house.
This podcast is going on tour.
Look out, everybody. We might be at your house next. We might just barge on through your door.
Going for a ride again. Here we go. I think that might be better. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how
We're
it
going
goes.
on tour.
Yep. All across this great nation, probably into some other ones.
All across this great northeastern Tennessee location.
Our plan is to invade Kuwait,
It'll take a while to get there.
but we're going to invade it.
I'm tying my shoe.
We're going to invade it with Jordan's shoe. That's what we're going to do. He's going to untie it. It's going to be a weapon.
It's like a boomerang. It comes back to me.
Right on your foot.
Right on my foot, and then it ties itself. Eventually, I'm going to teach it how to tie itself once it comes back on my foot.
This cat, man, is trying to fuck with your foot right now.
What's its name?
Bella,
Bella.
unfortunately.
What's that one's name?
That one's name is Callie. She's fat. We call her Fat Callie. She's like a mob boss.
Fat Callie.
Fat Callie.
What about the black one?
That's Billy Buddy Bobby Jr.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Billy Buddy Bobby Jr.
Yeah, that's a real name for a cat right there, bud.
Billy Bobby whatever.
Billy Buddy Bobby Jr. Triple DJ.
Billy Billy Buddy Bobby Jr.
You got it. Triple BJ. Or you can call him Junior.
Who? Okay, I will call it Junior. Who named that cat?
Danielle, my sister, she named it. She was like, you know what, this is a pretty good name for a cat. I agreed. The thing is, she couldn't decide if she wanted to name it Billy. She couldn't decide if she wanted to name it Buddy. She couldn't decide if she wanted to name it Junior. And
Bobby.
she just threw Bobby in there, bud, honestly. I mean, it wasn't there before. Sounds like a race car driver.
Kind of disappointed in your sister right now.
Why? Because she couldn't choose a name?
Yeah, like...
Yeah, but he was a shelter cat. Look at him. He's a triple BJ for sure.
Yeah, but she just damned him to a life of...
Come here, kitty.
Damned him to a life of nonsense.
They're camera shy. I think he's blind, because, like...
You think so?
Sometimes he just looks around. Well, he doesn't look around, because he's blind.
I don't think he is, because he saw Fat Callie around the corner and, like, backed up.
But I don't think it's, like, extreme blindness. I think it's just, like, kind of blind.
Gotcha.
He's not fully part of the club yet.
Gotcha.
He doesn't have the sunglasses.
Okay.
Or the cane.
Or the cane.
He also doesn't know how to play the piano.
He's trying to get my badge.
He is. He'll probably get it. Oh, there it goes.
Got it. It's gone. It's gone.
It's just being dragged away.
You'll have to excuse me if I cough a lot. I have been sick the past week.
Yeah, he doesn't mean mentally. We already knew that. Ha 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 ha.
You're so funny.
So dumb.
But
I
yeah,
always hate those jokes.
it was great being sick. I loved it. There's nothing I love more when it gets close to the holidays than cuddling up with a blanket by the fireplace, not being able to taste my hot chocolate,
And just oozing.
and just dripping mucus from every orifice from my face.
I was about to say, how does that? But okay.
It was great. I recommend it. 10 out of 10.
You'll probably get it at some point.
If you have had any contact,
With the outside world.
yeah, well, I was going to say if you've spoken to me in person in the last 4 days, be on the lookout.
For sickness.
Except Seth, because he was sick the week before, and I think that kind of played into mine.
You know, I don't think that's what happened.
I don't
Pure
either.
coincidence.
I don't either, and I only say that because I get sick like this at least once a year, and it's usually around this time.
I do too.
That's why I sound so nasally.
I always get like some sort of weird respiratory thing where I have
Yeah.
this fucking cough for like ever. Then it'll go away and I'll be good for the rest of the winter. Most of the time.
Yeah, I've got the cough right now. about to get real gross up in here. Because I'm coughing shit up. I'm at that point where every time I cough, it's just mucus.
Is it like yellow?
No, it is not infection. It's all just sinus.
All right, that's good.
Because it's all clear.
Good.
It's just clear
It's
mucus.
just clear, disgusting mucus.
Clear mucus. Yummy, yummy. That's the second album
Yummy,
title.
yummy.
Clear,
Mucus, yummy,
clear mucus, yummy, yummy.
Oh, clear mucus.
Yeah.
Alright. Clear mucus, yummy, yummy. Clear mucus, yummy,
Did
yummy.
you know the Wiggles are going on tour?
Oh, yeah, they're doing an adult tour.
An adult tour.
It's going to be awesome. I would go, honestly. I'd get fucked up and watch the Wiggles get fucked up, too.
I would go watch the Wiggles.
You kidding me?
Did you watch the Wiggles growing up?
I would stream across it sometimes. I didn't really like the Disney Channel growing up. I liked Cartoon Network.
See, I was more Nickelodeon.
I like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon because I remember I'd watch Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Codename Kids Next Door, like all that shit.
I remember Jimmy Neutron was my favorite. I really liked Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That's some good shit.
I also enjoyed shit, I can't even think now like what all.
You ever watch Flapjack back in the day?
I did not.
Oh shit, that's some good shit, man. You'll love it.
I never got into that, and it wasn't because I didn't like it. I just never actually watched any of it.
What about SpongeBob? I'm a pretty big SpongeBob fan.
To an extent, the real early seasons were really good.
It's starting to get kind of ridiculous.
It is.
Like in a weird way.
Did you hear The Simpsons is finally ending?
Yeah, they've given up. Finally.
30 years.
Oh, I know.
30 fucking seasons of that show. It's like 700 episodes.
I feel like, I mean, you know, obviously The Simpsons ended. South Park's been around for a really long time. I feel like South Park's gonna end pretty soon.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, they're at like season...
It's like 20-something, isn't it?
23.
23?
Season 23.
That's wild to think about, too. Like,
Yeah.
Some of these shows that have been going on for that long.
Shit came out in like 97. I think The Simpsons came out in 97.
No, The Simpsons came out in 89.
Did it really?
89.
Oh, okay.
30 years.
Oh, right. You're
We
right.
just talked about that.
You were like, Seth, you can't do math.
Yeah, 89 was when The Simpsons came out, and it's ending. The Simpsons is a real hit and miss for me, though.
Well, yeah, I don't really watch it. I don't really enjoy it too much. It doesn't make me laugh.
I liked Futurama way better.
Futurama's a great show.
I liked Futurama way more than The Simpsons.
I feel like, well, the coolest thing about Futurama is all the characters didn't seem kind of like they were just made up,
Yeah,
you know, into the quick.
yeah,
Like, it looks like there was a lot of character development there, like Bender, for example.
yeah.
He had his own, like, couple episodes.
Mhm.
So did Leela.
Yeah, I like how each character had, like, certain episodes that explained, like, their background and why they were the way they are.
Exactly, and especially the fucking monkey thing. I can't remember.
Nibbler.
Yeah, Nibbler. Nibbler's origin's pretty fucking crazy. He's like a time traveler.
Yeah, he had been with Fry, like, since the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, wow. That show had a weird way to pull on your heartstrings, too.
It did.
There were a few episodes that you get teary-eyed at the end because you're just like, oh my god, just the way they brought everything together. Like, it's...
Well, I mean, that one episode where Fry's dog's like waiting for him at that fucking bus station for like ever, and then he like dies or whatever. Oh, it's so sad.
And then the one about Leela, where she finds her parents,
Yeah.
and it turns out her parents had always been there, like, protecting her, even though, like, they didn't keep her because they knew she wouldn't get a good life with them. And then, what was the other one? The one where Fry had the 7-leaf clover,
Oh yeah.
and he thought his brother, like, stole his identity after he went missing, but it turns out his brother actually missed him a lot and named his child after him. And
That's
his
just
child So Fry's nephew was the first person to go to Mars in the show.
Wasn't Fry's brother like super successful too? Can't really remember.
I think so.
I can't remember at all.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Is Futurama still on Hulu?
Yes.
Every
episode.
Yes.
What's another one? Oh, what is it?
Did you what are you thinking about?
There was another episode that always when Fry makes the deal with the devil to learn how to play the holophoner.
Oh yeah.
And he tries to impress Leela with it. And then he gets, he trades his hands for the devil's hands. That's what it was. And the robot devil.
Yeah.
And so he's got robot hands and he learns how to play the holophoner, which is like a really high-tech flute. Is all it is. And if you've never seen Futurama, it's like a high-tech flute. And you play it and it projects a picture based on the music that you're playing. And so he learns how to play it with the devil's hands to impress Leela, but then she finds out that he made a deal to do it, and then he tries to teach himself, and at the end it's like a real shitty drawing of him and Leela, and he's trying to learn how to play it, and that's the end of the episode. And I was like, that is the perfect ending.
I don't think I've seen that one. I was thinking about the one where he had to go to Robot Hell to get Bender. I think.
Yeah, when he goes back to get Bender. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking
episode.
about. But, see, I need to go rewatch that.
Dude.
So many episodes, too.
It had quite a few seasons. Because the way they did it, one of the seasons was actually 4-hour-long movies. And the way they broke it up, it was 16 20-minute episodes. And they just billed that as the season. The cat's trying to knock over.
Not this time. Come here, buddy. It's okay. He's nervous. He's like, oh shit, here's a guy.
That I've never seen.
A guy that kind of looks like a caveman professor.
Yeah.
You look like a
caveman professor.
You look like you're going to drop some knowledge about,
There was, do you know who Lakin is in social media?
Yeah.
She said that one day that I had my hair pulled back and I was wearing the cardigan thing, she was like, you look like a college professor who was definitely dating an undergrad.
Oh. I'm glad I found you here, baby. You're not like all the other girls.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
You don't want a psychology degree.
Or anything.
You want a liberal arts degree.
That's what makes you better than the rest. You know you're going nowhere.
That's what makes you stand out, baby.
Speaking of which, somebody was talking the other day about this Kiss song, and how Gene Simmons was like, at the beginning of the song, he's all like, I knew from the moment you walked out of that school, you weren't like all the other girls.
That was a big thing in classic rock back in the day.
Isn't that weird?
17 was the magic number.
It's like weird 80s hair metal dudes were like,
she was only 17! And it carried over to modern times as well. Jet had a song called 17. That's what it was about. Kings of Leon had a song called 17. That's what it was
Red
about.
Hot Chili Peppers have a song called She's Only 16?
Yep.
Jesus Christ,
it carried over, man.
It's just not okay.
It just carried over.
It did carry over.
I don't know why.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
It would be different if they were 17, 18, 19.
No, they're 40.
They did it, but they're all 30 when these songs came out.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, I'm pretty sure they were approaching 40 right around the time Stadium Arcadium came out.
Was that the album that was on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2002, 2003. Yeah, they had already been a band for 20 years at that point.
Oh, man.
Speaking of college, I do plan to go back to college.
I'm thinking about it.
What
I've
do
been
you
thinking
want
about
to
it
do?
for a while. I mean, I really did want to be a psychiatrist, and then I dropped out of college because they made me pay for it. But
Fuck them.
looking back,
Oh, that was. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll
it's probably like a bad idea to just because I didn't really try that hard. I feel like if I tried harder, knowing now what I know about work,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
for
I
the
would be
best.
way more motivated.
Exactly. Well, I mean, no, just the habits that I've developed as a worker. I feel like I can apply that
Gotcha.
to school because I was a shitty student, but I feel like I could be. I'm way more disciplined now. I feel like I could be a way better student.
Yeah, I think that's my thing too. Because I know I would have to do online classes because there's no way that I could afford to just be a student
Me
and
either.
not have time.
I would have to do online classes.
Yeah, I would have to continue working where I am now and do online classes like in the evening. But I really do plan on doing that because I want to be a teacher.
That's a really hey.
I've got the look already.
You look like a teacher.
And I've wanted to be a teacher for a long time. And that's what I initially went to college for. And I went for like a few months and dropped out. Oh, what I was going to say, I had a joke about college tuition. Because you were saying they started making you pay. And it's like colleges will say, you have to pay us $20,000 annually to come here. But then you can be like, what if I told you I know how to play the tuba? And,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, dude, that's sick. How about you get 60% off?
Yeah. That is true, though. Either that or I can throw a football real far.
Yeah.
Real
Like,
far.
I just need to, you can find
Shit that doesn't even apply to, like,
anything.
education
Well,
at all.
my sister, for a real long time, I don't know if she still does it. I think she might, but she actually worked for the Daniel Boone School District.
Yeah.
And all she did was help seniors find scholarships for different things other than sports or music. Like, that's the two big ones that people usually get.
So she was kind of like a guidance counselor?
Kind of, but not like...
She didn't, like, counsel people.
No, she just helped people get college credits in high school and like help apply for college and find scholarships.
Oh.
And so you can get a scholarship for anything.
Oh, no. No, it's endless.
What color are your eyes?
Blue.
You can get a scholarship, dude.
Just for having blue eyes.
Yep, there's scholarships for being a twin. There's scholarships, obviously, for minorities.
That's good.
Just for your race. There's scholarships for your different background, not like...
like Puerto Rican?
No, like your family background.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so,
you
like,
grew up in a lower middle class home.
We're going to help you out.
Here's a scholarship for that.
I had a Pell Grant for that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think, because you graduated in 2014.
Yeah.
I don't think they had started that, or like something was going on with the Pell Grant after I graduated that I couldn't get it. So
that sucks.
Yeah, so now they've made it to where the first 2 years of community college
Are
for
free.
anyone is free.
I might even go back to community college.
Yeah, you just have to pay for your textbooks.
Yeah, I know. It's not a bad deal.
It's not, and I know textbooks are expensive, but if you look into scholarships, because
Sometimes.
scholarships don't have an age limit. Besides the sports ones, they don't have an age limit.
If you look into the class, sometimes you can find out if you even need the textbook.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes they say that it's a requirement to have the textbook when you don't even need it. You just
Yeah.
need to take really good notes
Mm-hmm.
and, like, go back over them, obviously.
Yeah, like I've seriously thought about looking into it. It'll probably be a year or two down the line.
You know the thing that
I
knocked
do
me...
want to do it.
You know the thing that knocked me out of it?
What's that?
Math. Math
Me
frustrated me so
too.
much.
Me too. Because what I want to be a teacher for is English/creative writing.
That'd be amazing. See.
But guess what? You have to have a fucking math credit to
Yep.
do it, and that doesn't make sense to me.
It's annoying.
Like I understand you need to know the basics of math. And guess what? I know how to add, I know how to subtract, multiply, and divide. What else am I going to use that math has taught me? Like,
I mean,
that's my problem with the school system. Like, they teach you things that do not apply to real life.
and on top of that, like, I mean, they always try to tell you that you're not always going to have a calculator around, but, like, literally everywhere I am, there is a fucking calculator.
There are so many calculators out there.
You lied to us.
Computers now are pre-built with a calculator app. Phones are pre-built with a calculator app. Laptops are pre-built with a calculator app.
Most of the
You
things...
can go to Google and it will calculate.
Most of the software that people use to, like, you know, make transactions such
Does
as,
it
like,
for you.
yeah, it automatically does it for you, like cash registers and such. That's just an example, but yeah, most of the time it's already computing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to do anything.
Yeah, and that goes back to the thing, like, you know, they don't teach you things that you really need. Like, they never taught me, the biggest complaint, which I agree with, is that they never taught how to manage money or how to do taxes.
I agree with
Or
that.
how to find out, you know, what tax bracket you're in, how to get tax breaks, how to get tax write-offs. And that's something we need to know because, but luckily, they didn't teach us that. They taught us parallelograms.
Yeah, there's really not enough focus.
And it came in real handy, you know, last month when parallelogram season was upon us.
Parallelogram season. Oh yeah, I remember that.
It comes every November, and it helped out so much that they taught me about the Pythagorean theorem.
That's the only reason my family hasn't starved this winter.
The parallelogram.
yeah. Like, I thank God every day. But
that ashtray that you showed me earlier, that's the pentallelogram.
Pentallelogram. The thing that kills me, just by like going, I've been out of school for probably about 5 years. Been out of school for 5 years, and they didn't really focus enough, in my opinion, on like actual literature.
Yeah.
And they didn't focus enough on real factual history.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't focus enough on, and the third thing would probably be, I'd have to be honest with you, art. Like,
Art?
Not enough focus on, like, real art. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always just the same generic bullshit. And that's why
I agree.
most of the time people think that shit's lame just because of what they saw in school. It's like the same fucking guys, Picasso, Van Gogh, blah, blah. Well, there's so much more out there, dude. Like,
But speaking of Van Gogh, did you see that movie that came out about Van Gogh? And each scene was a watercolor painting in the style of Van Gogh.
that's kind of cool.
It took like 3 million paintings to make that
Jesus
movie.
Christ, that's a lot of fucking paint.
It looks fucking awesome, though. I forget what it's called. It came out a few years ago, but I really want to see it. I think it's literally called, like, Loving Vincent or something like that. But dude,
I would check that shit out.
I want to see that. I remember seeing previews for it, and then I've never heard anything else about it.
It sounds kind of cool.
But it's out. It's out. It is a real thing.
Wonder if it's on, like, any streaming service.
I don't know. Like, I only remember it when I'm not around any place to search for it.
Do you have DirecTV?
No,
I was about to say, I bet you could rent it there. You could probably rent it on YouTube.
I don't have cable.
Oh, okay.
I have Hulu, Netflix, and now Disney Plus.
Disney Plus is pretty sick, dude.
Dude,
Gargoyles.
there's so many movies and shows on there. Once you get Disney Plus, you realize how broad Disney actually is.
Fucking Darkwing Duck.
I was thinking more along the lines of anything that Pixar has done is also on there.
Yep. I'm pretty excited about that Bolt. I like Bolt.
A lot of DreamWorks stuff is on there too.
DreamWorks is sick. Most of the time, I like anything DreamWorks has. How to Train Your Dragon.
Shrek.
Shrek is good. You know what I'm really excited about?
What's that?
The fact of the matter that all three Grinches are on Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, going back to Disney though. You realize that Goofy is the only one that has a legitimate kid?
Really?
Donald Duck has his nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah.
That's his nephews. Mickey and Minnie don't have any kids.
They really don't. Holy shit.
Goofy is the only main Disney character
Do we ever see Goofy's wife?
that was getting laid.
Or do we ever see his girlfriend or whatever she is?
In an extremely Goofy movie, which is the sequel to a Goofy movie, he falls in love with a girl who has a love of disco.
I do remember that.
And they dance to the Leo Sayer song. You make me feel like dancing.
Is that
Wanna dance the night away. You make me feel like dancing. Which
is that his mom though? That's the
no,
question.
that is not. You never see Max's mom.
Oh man, that's lame.
But to Leo Sayer's defense, that is one of the few disco type songs that I like. That, along with Too Much Heaven by the Bee Gees, and She Drives Me Crazy by the Fine Young Cannibals.
I gotta be honest, I'm a really big funk fan.
She drives me crazy, ooh, ooh, like no one else. Ooh, ooh. She drives me crazy, and I can't help myself. Ooh, ooh.
I feel like we're in Pulp Fiction.
That song would have fit perfect in that movie.
It would have.
It
Would have been better than the other one.
Yeah, I wish that Bruce Willis's character sang that in the car instead of that theme song to the cartoon that he was singing.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine Bruce Willis? She drives me crazy. After he kills what's his name, Zed.
Yeah, Zed's
she
dead.
She drives me crazy.
That shit was wild. That whole entire movie. It's genius.
It's so good.
Still holds up to this day.
There was actually an upload on YouTube that put it in chronological order, and it was worse in order than it is out of order.
Kind of makes sense. Part of the reason he shot it that way. I mean, he does a lot of his movies that way, though. Like Reservoir Dogs. It's shot out of sequence.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking crazy shit goes on before, after, and in the middle, and it's all scrambled up.
Now,
Like, you have to figure out what's what.
now Inglourious Bastards is kind of like that, but it's told more through flashbacks. So it keeps going back and then back to now, and then flashback back to now.
It's a really good movie.
Django is straightforward.
Yeah. Django is really good. That's another good movie. I like all of his movies, dude. I'm not even gonna lie.
I need 100 black coffins for 100 dead men. Because
Yeah.
Django Unchained took place in 1890, but Rick Ross was around back then apparently.
Yeah. Never really understood that. But no, man. I don't think I've ever seen a Quentin Tarantino movie I didn't like.
The Hateful Eight.
You didn't like it?
It started off really strong, but I felt like it started dragging once they got to the cabin.
Yeah, that one part where Samuel L. Jackson makes that guy suck his dick was kind of weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was kind
Quentin
of
Tarantino's always had the one weird scene in it.
Yeah. Like the Gimp scene in Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction.
just out of nowhere that has nothing to do with the story.
I don't even know how he ended up there, man.
Release the Gimp.
And then bam, there he is.
What was it? I saw a picture the other day and it said white people when they get a Quentin Tarantino script, and it was them holding the paper and they're like, yeah.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Because they get to say the N-word.
That's horrible. Horrible. But true, I've noticed. That's also
He does.
He's been accused of being racist.
And I don't think he is. It serves a purpose whenever he uses it. Django Unchained, it took place in the 1890s, so he tried to make it as realistic as he could. And Pulp Fiction, when he used it, it was like for the shock value.
Yeah. Also, that guy was kind of racist in the movie.
Yeah,
So,
his
I mean,
character.
Yeah. He was like, better not have that guy in my yard.
Garage.
Garage, yeah.
Dead N-word storage.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. When you pulled up into my yard, did you see a sign that said dead N-word storage?
I'm sorry, man. No, that's
Probably because storing dead N-words is not my business.
the funny part about that is Samuel L. Jackson's like right there with his Jerry Curl having ass.
And he just takes it.
Yeah, he's just like, you motherfucker. I hate your guts.
No, he talks about the coffee. He's like, this is some serious gourmet shit.
His wife, he's like worried
He's
about
like-
his wife getting all pissed.
He's just like, I know the coffee's good. Bonnie doesn't like the expensive stuff, but I do.
But I do. I like the expensive stuff. I usually get the,
I can tell this shit's really good. This
Yeah.
is some gourmet shit.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Jordan. I appreciate that.
What kind do you buy so the people at home know?
I usually get McCafe.
McCafe. That's why I thought it smelled like a fucking McDonald's sink when I walked in.
It's like $8, but it's worth it.
Is it that much? Oh, it's like a big thing of it though, right?
Yeah. I don't play. Yeah, we're right at 31 minutes.
31 minutes.
We did really good.
That didn't feel like 31 minutes.
No, it didn't. It's very authentic.
Well,
And that's why you guys like us so much.
I think we're getting better at this.
We are. We're naturals.
We are natural.
We've always been good at this.
I feel like we have.
Eventually, we're going to be the TV champions of the world. We just got to work really hard.
Fun fact, this is the location, kind of,
Where it all began.
that we recorded almost all of episode 1. Or
Season
1.
Episode
Season 1.
Yeah, we definitely recorded all of episode 1 here.
We recorded episode
Yeah.
1 on the porch, and the wind was blowing. I remember that.
Yeah, and you were like, I didn't know you lived down in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yep, and then I think
Excuse me.
the only episode we didn't record here was the one with Tim, and it was in my driveway.
Yeah, we ended up going to fucking Walmart or something, and then we
Yeah, because my wife's car wouldn't start.
we fixed that shit though. I debated getting drunk for this episode because I was, at home and I didn't have to drive.
But I had to drive.
But I did not get drunk.
Next week, on the 20th.
Yeah.
No, the 21st.
Uh-huh.
Well, on the 20th, the album comes out.
Yeah, we're gonna drop it.
Next Friday, fuckers.
Like it's hot.
And we're gonna release all the songs, and then we're gonna upload. We're gonna put them all on a playlist. That way, you can see them all in order.
And it's gonna be awesome.
But what I was gonna say,
First time we've ever released anything.
December 21st, we are having a Christmas party at my house.
It's gonna be rad.
You are invited.
I'm coming.
And we should totally get drunk for that episode.
We
So you
should.
can stay the night and then get more drunk at the party.
I'll bring party favors.
Hell yeah. Well, we're at 33 minutes now.
Have a great day.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Glad you got to see this couch. It's a sectional.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Bye.